Yeah, we've satiated at least some demand over here. So, if we just scroll across the river. Ooh. Hello. You are a high wealth building. I always love rooftop pools. Just something that's really cool about them, like, yeah, I'm high up above everyone and I'm swimming in water. Well, if you're playing, like, catch with your younger brother and you're like, here, catch. It's like, whoop, I missed. It's like, well, I guess we're not seeing that football ever again. And some poor kid is out playing the lawn. It's like, Daddy, it's a spaceship. Oh, son, that's not a spaceship. Ah! Oh, God, little Jimmy, your head's dented. We gotta take you to the hospital. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, it's so terrible. Oh, but that's alright. Ooh, you are random. I love it. You are suck. I don't love it. But it's still okay. Everything is still a-okay. I'm sort of debating as to whether I want anything here at all, or whether I just want to leave it as it is. Maybe I'll put like a little something there. I think it's time to... I'll see if I can gingerly work that. Okay. Whoop. Just gonna build their intersections. Kind of like that because they're both sort of funneling into here. Sort of giving the impression that that's the main place to go here. Alright, I almost feel like there should be a road under here, but it'd be better to channel everyone onto the expressways, I think. We are seeing abandoned buildings. And most of it is abandoned to commute times. Just kind of out of curiosity, let's see where some of these people are commuting. These guys are coming down here, coming down there, getting on the highway. And they're going to Send Scalar. Wonder if more people are doing that. You are getting on the highway, also going to Send Scalar. How many people are going to Send Scalar over here? Quite a bit. And how many are coming in? No one. Could be a problem. The people are using this highway. And they are using it to go here. In the other direction, people are using it to go to this mall. I presume that's a mall. So click on it if we can. The Zoo Mall. I'm very tempted just to call it the Kazoo Mall. It almost seems like it should be a thing. Oh man. And we even have a bit of a park here too. Not quite as sacred to us as the park that's up there, but I might want to keep that undeveloped at least for a bit. Alright, well, we are experiencing some lingering demand lackingness. But we do have the desire to zone on, you know? Well, all this is kind of derpy. Oh, man. Yes, I'm not sure how we went to encounter our next step here. Well, not encounter, but bring it about. I think the solution is actually to work in a completely different sector of the city. It's like over here. What's our demand in this area? Desirability, let's see. High wealth residential. There is a market demand. How about office? Not so hot, although up here, strangely, is pretty high in the center of Forrest Gump. So, we can do things like, for instance, destroy this little piece of derp. Just de-zone it. Turn this into a nevermind and build a high wealth thingamajig over here. Yes, it's quite fun. In fact, let's destroy all this. De-zone it and turn it into another high density thingamajig. I think that people will commute to all the thingamajigs and it will be very fun. Oh man, so here we go. Well, any further building up of this area makes us consider the fact that we went to build up a well, first of all, it makes us consider where do we want our highway to go. Because we have one over here and it's going to cross over there. So I am thinking for now let's just mosey you on over. My, aren't you high? And once again, we probably aren't going to be needing any ferries here. So I'm just saying a low bridge would be good enough for us. Whoa. Didn't know we had to go into elevated highway here. And just a little exit on one side is going to be enough. And oh look, a rail line, which we've completely neglected all this time. But that's alright. I just noticed the rail sound effect is the same as making pipes. Let's turn this up. We probably can still barely hear it, but take my word for it. It's the same. It's very eerie. Not really. But I mean, there's so many sound effects that wow, speak, use your words, you jackass. Lol. There's only so many sound effects that you can use in life, you know? I mean, there are some sound effects I've heard recycled from game after game and in movies and everything. Like, there's this sound of, like, someone laughing, like, ha ha ha. You know, it's hard to say exactly what it is. I've heard it in Roller Coaster Tycoon, and I've heard it in about 1,000 other games. But it's like this universal stock sound that just is everywhere you can imagine. It's pretty funny. Yes, we've been neglecting surface rail in this city, but I don't think surface rail is going to be that big of a factor, considering we are mostly going to rely on subways for our mass transit, not surface rail. But this rail, I think we can build up. Kind of curious if there's any rail connections along this side anywhere, because it sure doesn't look like it, you know? Yeah, I don't see any. So we might just build this rail right through here. I might do a rail tunnel under everything. Well, that's for later, but for now, we can just be content with building what we need to build right now, which is just a little bit here and there. Alright, so we got this going. I wonder if we can just connect this straight on. Looks good. And like I said, another commercial industrial zone would do well in this area. Alright, come on. Yeah, things always get funny around highway exits or highway interchanges of any kind. So we really shouldn't expect any exceptions here. But yeah, well, let's just do that. These roads don't need to connect. There's no urgent reason they need to, or even a not urgent reason. So we'll just make this a nice little area. Continue our our speed going on here. And I'm thinking a regular old road bridge would be fine here. Let's make it mimic a rail bridge. Let's just drag it out here so we have a fun little intersection. Yeah, this, like everything else, will probably be turned into, you know, some form of commercial in the future, but that's not really our present worry. This one we will connect around. I really don't know the desirability for commercial or industrial in this area, but I'm thinking we can do something with it. Let's build it right along the river. Riverfront shopping and or offices. Not easily resisted by the well-minded developer. Alright. Of course, we do have to check for water connections. It's a good thing we did, because we haven't connected up the water in this area at all, really. Oh, man. So we're just gonna boost up this area. Make everyone watered here. And as you can see, my money has been steadily climbing throughout this time, you know? I haven't talked about it too much, but it's a good thing, needless to say. So, let's see. There we go. Oh man. Well, we need more water. I guess connecting all that up has given our people a very thirsty, made them very thirsty. Okay, water pollution. Let's just sneak water pumps in where we can, you know? For example, right here. People aren't going to mind too terribly much if we have our water going on here. Alright, so where were we? We were up here, weren't we? Yeah, just about. Well, it's kind of looking a little slimy right now, but you can't expect it to be perfect at first, you know. So let's try to fill this in as naturally as we can. Just making it look like it was part of the city here. And we are going to mix up the zones. Very mixy. Very mixy indeed. We're even going to put some residential here. No. No. Jerk. Alright. And then we're going to fill the rest with some industry. Now, talk about mixed zones. It doesn't get much more mixed than this. But I like this old town urban feel where everything is just sort of mixed together in a wonderful little family of zones. So, let's have some trees along our expressway. They kind of will do to muffle the sound once they've grown in fully. Presuming they do grow in fully. Something we do hope. We'll do it on the other side too. 'Cause I'm sure we're going to zone up on that side as well. Yes, like I said, the key to this city is care and attention. It is our capital, after all, and we don't want anything less than beautiful here. Ooh. Ooh, a glorious statue. A 3x3 statue. Where are we going to put you? Not sure. We'll think about this. Where is halfway through our thing? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments. This area is halfway. I mean, it's not going to be perfectly centered. Unless... Well, no, there's no way it can be perfectly centered. But it can be mostly centered, can it? Huh. I have an idea. We're going to make this a little bit of a fibble-gibbet, which is a word I also just invented. Alright. We're going to make a completely unnecessary thing here. Where's our statue? Where's our statue? We got 2 of these. So, rotate. Rotate. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, it is facing the right way. And here we have our glorious leader looking on the road here. It's quite wonderful. Look at that. It's very wonderful. That was expensive too. But you know what? Statues like that are worth the expense. And let's take a look at her desirability once again. I want to see where it's raising everywhere. But you know what? This area over here might be prime real estate for us in the future. But we need somewhere to put our epic, what is it? Stadium. We now would like a waterfront location, not our main river. But where? Kind of hate to destroy a lot of nice things in this area. But you know what? Over here wouldn't be a terrible place either. We also need to put our zoo somewhere. But I think we're gonna have to remove our road if we're gonna want to have a And here we have it. A wonderful... Well, guess what? We have had our second crash of the day, and it was right after I placed that baseball field. And I think our jerk computer, or our jerk game decided to crash because I didn't specifically say it was a Washington Nationals stadium. Yeah, this is a really picky city simulation, so alright, don't crash on me. Don't crash. Here we go. Fine. We're going to call this Nationals Stadium. And please don't crash. Alright, there we go. There. Are you happy now, computer? Are you happy? Good. Jerk game. Doesn't let me play unless I give it its favorite team. How rude. Yeah, you go and you play that game. Hell, look how close we get. Wonder if we actually, oh look, there they go. Yeah, there we go, pitch. And, well, it looks like the, no one's at bat here. Or is there someone at bat? There we go. Come on, swing. Oh, strike. Swing, strike. They're green. Apparently they're playing aliens because they're all green. Isn't he out by now, or is this guy just throwing balls? What's the strike count here? Like, seriously.
We could swing this much and still be at a full count. Come on, for freak's sake, hit the ball. Or get walked or something. What kind of... Is this like special ed baseball where they don't count strikes, they don't count outs, they don't count any of that stuff? Oh, jeez. Wow, this is like baseball purgatory right here. Like, no matter what happens, he never hits the ball, but no strikes or balls are ever called. God damn. Lol. Serves him right for being the Washington Nationals. Didn't mean that. Please don't crash. Oh god, don't crash. Okay, I think we're good. Oh. Alright. Well, I think I'm getting to the end of this session, so let's just look over some things here. Our traffic seems to be good in most places. I mean, there's, you know, a few areas of tension, but, you know, nothing too major. I mean, we might need to do something about this. Where is this connecting to? Romanga. Don't we have a expressway going here? Don't tell me you're not using the expressway. Oh, you are using the expressway. You're just using this more. Okay, yeah, we might have to do something about this at some point. But, ultimately traffic isn't too bad. And people who are using some of our highways. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so let's look at, go in order. Fire hazard. Yeah, it doesn't cover everything, but it's alright. Crime. Education. Well, we're going to have to improve a lot of this stuff later on. Desirability. You know, this is a great place for residential. Pretty much anywhere in here. Commercial services, anywhere. Higher commercial services, just about anywhere. Commercial office. Pretty much the entire city's green for that. And for high wealth, there's a surprising area around this city. They just don't want to be out in the boonies. They just want to be somewhere that's very developed, you could say. Yes. Agriculture, we don't care about that anymore. Dirty will go anywhere. Manufacturing will go just about anywhere. High tech, it's not very picky, it seems. It's going to go just about anywhere we want it to go. So we'll try to finagle in some more high tech later. Water. Most of our area is watered, except these people are still living in the Stone Age. And, oh wow, we forgot that whole area. No wonder it looks like shit. But you know what? We'll fix that next time. Power, everyone's got power. Traffic, we already looked at that. Zones, they're zones. Despite our population of 120,000, it still looks like there's more agriculture on the map than there is anything else, which is kind of funny. Land value, it's fairly decent anywhere that it's developed. Mayor rating, they love us everywhere, of course. Resident average age, pretty young. It's a young and hip city, except for like the old men who live like in these houses, I guess. Health, yeah, that's a pretty serious problem. Air pollution, of course, our major roads. There's a bit of a ick over here for some reason. Our avenue, our roads, people farting along those roads. Air, water pollution, farms, mostly garbage. It's area, radiation is probably our disease research center. Am I right? I am right. Okay. And take a look at our jobs and population tab. Yes, we are growing. But really we don't have too much in the way of commercial of any kind when you really look at it here. We're going to have to really ramp up the commercial and industrial development in the future. Ooh, look at this building. Well, I can see where they're going here. Yeah, pretty big medium wealth residential thing here. Alright. But no need to look at all this stuff. So, I think this is a good session. Thank you for watching. See you later.